Hawaii! I'm Dila from the HeartiDila channel, and today we're going to be drawing my PopIt pets as characters. In the last video, I took a look at the PopIt Mega Mystery Pack, containing a lot of different types of PopIt pets. So, based on those puppets, I'm planning to turn them into characters. So, there are two that were my most favorite. One was the armadillo on the left and this turtle on the right. These have like really cool textures, but for today's video, we are going to be doing the armadillo. So I wanted to start with this because when I saw it, I got an idea to do kind of like a character that is sort of like holding their knees, kind of in a rounded position, similar to the rounded shape of our armadillo. So I'm going to start and sketch our character. Let's see. First, I need to draw in the base. So I do this by drawing a circle shape, like a round shape all the way, kind of like an ovalish shape a little. Okay, I'm gonna go in and finish the base sketch. See you then. Okay, so I just finished like the base sketch of the position that I want to do. And it's sort of like, in like a curious sort of like question. And he's sort of, our character is sort of sitting where their knees are bent, you know, again, reinforcing the fact that it's like this rounded sort of shape. I'm also planning to add in some like of the armadillo features. So, for instance, maybe have the shoes have like this sort of like little bit of a fur to them, because I took a look at some armadillo photos and some of them have just like a little bit of fur on them. So I just went in and I'm adding in the shell of an armadillo. It's just kind of like scaly a little bit, taking a look at the reference photos I found. So I'm just gonna go in and do basically that. So let me go in and put our armadillo shell. Okay, and then for his like top, I'm thinking of doing some sort of like hoodie. So I'm just kind of creating like a little bit of a textured hoodie. And how am I doing this? Well, I'm taking my pencil and kind of creating like a shaking effect. And what's the point of that? It's to mainly create like kind of like a fuzzy texture just going around his short sleeve hoodie. Let me go in and make sure everything looks good. Okay, so far looking good. Now, when it comes to this character in general, not only do I want to give it an effect of like a puppet themed character, it also needs to be themed on the animal, which is the armadillo. So, in order to do this, I'm going to create a glove for him. And in the glove, I'm going to do like his fingers come out, because personally I love those types of gloves. And I'm just adding like a scale texture to his gloves, because as you can see on a puppet, and if you look on like some armadillo like reference photos, they have this scale texture to their like shell, if that's what you call it. So I really wanted to incorporate that texture into his gloves. So and it's a little bit of a tedious process, but I feel like it is going to be worth it for the end result. So just going in, doing the same like tracing the hand, because the glove is going to be part of the hand shape, so it's not going to be looser than that. Okay, going in, adding the really small scales. I really like doing this, because though it's a little tedious, it's super fun to do. Just like sitting, putting some music, adding small details is always fun. So now that I have finished the gloves, I'm gonna go in and start really like sketching his pant. So I think his pant is not gonna really have too much to it, just gonna be like a simple like leggings, because I feel like his top and his gloves already are doing just like so much when it comes to details, that the pants would look much better being a bit more simple. So going in, and the pants are going to be tight, so it's close to his leg guidelines. Now I'm just adding in these circles, and it's to represent the poppets themselves. After all, the character is themed on a poppet, so I'm just going in, adding more circles to create that poppet effect. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in and add a few more details. Like, for instance, his shoes. I'm going to add in the furry texture on the top and going to finish off his shoes. They're going to be kind of simple. Like, imagine like short, like Uggs situation. Except I'm going to have like the top be a slightly different color because, you know, in Poppets, the Poppet itself is a lighter color than the actual character. So I'm just trying to bring that also. So I'm going to go in and next add in our character's facial features. So before I do that, let me add in the hoodie before I forget. So it's just going to be a very simple hoodie. So adding in the inner lining, and that looks good. So now I'm going to go in and add the hairline for the character. Um, and it's important to have a hairline because when you're trying to create bangs, it makes life just a whole lot easier. So now that I've added the bangs, which is pretty small for this character, I'm going in and adding some hair. um, I'm deciding the character shouldn't have too short of hair, but not too long either. So I'm going with this sort of like style of hair. Not exactly sure what it's called, but I really like doing this specific hairstyle for my characters. Going in, adding nose, and let me finish the rest of the facial features, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished his facial features and I went in and did the outline for everything. And I've chosen the colors. So I've chosen some browns and some oranges in order to give the same colors as our armadillo puppet. So the oranges are for the armadillo, and the brown kind of give a earthy tone to our character. 1, 2, 3. Boom, I just colored the hair. Oh, it was only so simple in real life, I wish. Okay, now I'm going to go in with our marker and color the face. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the face has now been colored in. Now I'm going to do the hands and neck. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That is also now colored in. Oh, the magic of editing. Okay, now I'm going to go in and color his hoodie, vest, however you would like to call it. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so I colored in his vest with a lighter brown than his skin tone. Kind of like a golden brown, if you may. And then I am going to color, oops, sorry about that. And then I'm going to go in and color the rest of him. Okay, that's it. So this is my armadillo puppet themed character. I really like the orange tones I gave to him. Um, really like a nice, pretty earthy tone. Kind of reminds me of like camouflaging in a forest situation. And next we'll do the turtles. Seattle!